Just look how beautiful the leaves of this wood is. It is everywhere throughout the boat. It's very nicely done. It's a great example of old world craftsmanship that you find from Gdansk, Poland, where Sunreefs are built, with real old world craftsmanship that just turns out beautiful furniture quality woodworking. So in this forward dressing area, you've got a beautiful view outside, nice place to lay down your clothes, get dressed, and then up from here, 4 steps into the owner's cabin. Here we are. This is a magnificent space, total bridge deck view, full width of the boat, a jacuzzi, that's right, with planters around it. These are not living plants, but there could be living plants in this space. I was talking to the owner recently, and when he first had the boat and was using it quite a bit, they used to grow herbs in this space. And you've got this enormous, almost beam width cabin. Separate vanity here. Great place to put on makeup, get ready to go out for the evening. And when it's time to go to bed, electric blinds lowering through the whole cabin. You notice there's Bose surround sound speakers around in the cabin. There's a television that comes up from here, lifts up to this space, also viewable from the jacuzzi. Great cabin, unmatched in the industry. So with all these program switches that Sunreef puts in, it's a very sophisticated system, but also very simple. One button turns off every light in the cabin. Done. So now we are port forward in the owner's cabin, which is just up that stairway behind you. Down here you've got a molded glass sink basin, nice vanities, logo of the boat etched into the shower doors. Nice owner's shower. You've got body jets here, mixing knobs, a rain shower, and a wand. I know it looks like we're in the galley, but we're actually not. This is a bar and entertainment area. We've got a great wine fridge right here, nicely stocked with some Bordeaux from Saint-Emilion. And here we have a lift. So this is actually a galley down configuration. There's an enormous galley I'm going to show you down there. So here we've got a nice bottle of rum from Dominican Republic going down to the galley from the bar area here in the salon. This bar is massive. Look at all the space here. Great place to entertain. You've got bar stools here, a really beautifully well-built bar. Nice setup for having breakfast, serving buffet meals. Just perfectly set up for entertaining. Just showed you the wine cooler. We've got an ice maker here and a drinks fridge. Perfect for light snacks, happy hour cocktails, afternoon tea, or coffee in the morning. The concept of the double deck is very unique on the Sunreef 82. So here you have a mezzanine space. There's a television that comes up. There's also a raised helm station, which I'll show you in a minute. But you have 2 unique living spaces. Here you've got a nice sitting area. You can watch television there. And here you have a nice entertainment area where you can comfortably sit and entertain friends. just like Dr. Evil. Oh, dude, the view up here is amazing. You gotta come up here and see the view. The double deck arrangement on Houbara gives you a raised nav station that you can also control the boat from. You have engine controls here. You can steer the boat with the autopilot control. You have all of your instruments here. You've got a good view from around the boat. Access to all the vessel systems. We can see fuel, water, any alarms, turn lights on and off, see the fuel burn, water capacity. Here we've got a diagram of the boat. We can see which lights are on in different sections of it. And there's multiple screens with this Plex system here. You got the Garmin chart plotter, radar. You can engage the autopilot here and see vessels on the AIS. You've got the other independent instruments here, compass, wind instruments, autopilot, and then things like your GPS coordinates, depth, speed, that sort of thing. And then here we've got an onboard computer system. We've got navigation charts in here, a lot of files for the boat, maintenance logs, lots of details, but all specific for the boat. This is our port generator control, starboard generator control. We have the 24-volt water maker system. This is the display for the 220-volt system. And we've got another repeater display here with the chart plotter. Just easier to view that as you're walking by the boat, and you can display any information on the navigation network here on that multifunction display. All right, we're down in the starboard hull, about midship. This is a huge gourmet galley. You can imagine how easy it'd be to prepare large meals here for groups, but everything's here for the crew. So you've got a propane stovetop, propane oven. Here you have a clothes washer and a clothes dryer down here, or washer then dryer. You got cabinets, full-size fridge and freezer. And here in the floor is another freezer. Huge top-loading freezer. As we go a little further aft in the galley, this is a dumbwaiter here. You can put drinks and food and send this up. There's a motor that drives this up to the bar in the salon, so you can serve and take things in and out. There's two shelves here, so you can load stuff top and bottom. Great versatile system. Got a microwave oven, dishwasher here, more cabinets and storage space, small television here. And this kind of doubles as a crew mess as well. You know, the crew can take a break down here. They can have their meals and be out of the salon and living space. And the rest of this is all storage, all these cabinets. All these spaces and openings you see in the floor here are all access down into the hull. There's storage space down there that is truly enormous. And standing in that bilge, it is as wide as about a 45-foot monohull there. And if I'm standing in the floor there, my head still doesn't hit the floorboards in that bilge space. So the aft starboard side of the boat is really dedicated for crew. We're in the aft starboard cabin. This is a crew cabin. You have two separate bunks here. If your crew happens to be a couple, this bunk slides over and makes one large queen. There's also another fold-down bunk. And then there's a separate head and shower here for you. You can have a look at a bit of storage. But this whole area, the starboard aft section of the boat, can be closed off by a privacy door up in the salon to where the crew actually have a separate entrance to come into their cabins, into their living space, into the crew mess area, and also into the galley. so that the crew can easily flow in and out of the boat and doing daily tasks and chores without flowing through or interrupting the guests on board. Coming up from the starboard side, down here is the crew cabin and the galley area. So this is what I was talking about before. So there's a separate door that closes off the crew area from the rest of the boat. The crew has a separate entrance, so they can come and go as they like. And the guests have this space with their own entrance. We're in the port aft cabin on Houbara. This cabin's set up with 3 berths. Right now I have the bunk down. This folds up and conceals, goes away when not in use. Really clever arrangement. For having 3 people in here, great for kids. Another very clever feature that Sunreef has done is you've got 2 bunks here, right? Maybe you have a couple. Maybe they have a child they want to put up here. No problem. With a couple pins release, this bunk slides out, slides over here. You connect these, and now you've got a queen-size berth. Here you've got adequate storage. There's a nice nightstand here with a drawer. You've got cabinets all along here. There's 2 hanging lockers here behind the door. A small vanity. You've got power outlets, nice reading lamps, little place here to store things. Nice cabin, beautifully finished. And in classic Sunreef design, I think you've seen these in a number of boats, and you'll see an exterior image here. There's a lot of small windows on the side. That's a real characteristic of the Sunreef design. And here they are, evident inside the boat. This is a port aft head. It's got adequate space in it, nice red vessel sink, unique design touch. You got a separate stand-up shower here, freshwater flush Tecuma toilets, just nicely finished. So in the port hull, there's loads of storage here. You've got cabinets all along the side, drawers here, large cabinets here for bedding, towels, linens, that sort of thing. Things that might be commonly used in the boat or that your crew might be accessing frequently without having to go into a cabin or disrupt some of the guests. It's in a nice concealed area. We'll go up here. This is the port forward cabin. It's the largest cabin on the port side. You can see you've got a nice queen berth. You got places here to plug in your cell phones, nice vanities on both sides. The berth's low. It's an island berth. You have access on 3 sides of it. Plenty of cabinet space here. Signature Sunreef windows. You can imagine what a beautiful view this is, waking up in this cabin and looking out at a nice anchorage. We're in the marina right now. Hanging locker, some cabinets down here, and a nice feature that Sunreef does, you notice these are illuminated inside.